Hello, my name's Jeffrey Ferris, and I'm here in Cleveland, Mississippi. I'm actually in my office today, so I apologize if you hear emails in the background or my phone ringing. But I plan to stay on task, and with my instructions given from Dr. Dunn, who I have a lot of respect for and have a really good relationship with, I'm going to stay on task for about 5 to 10 minutes to discuss the IFC organization. I am thrilled that she called and asked me to participate today. I hope you benefit a little bit from a few of the key points that I will provide and kind of talk about some. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, and I'll provide contact information here as the conclusion of my brief video. But today I want to tell you a little bit about myself first. So my name's Jeffrey Ferris, and I live here in Cleveland, Mississippi. I have two sons, Keegan and Nick, 8 years old and 3 years old. So I'm pretty busy when it comes to my afternoon activities with my family, whether it comes from Boy Scouts, soccer, baseball, tennis. So I stay busy. My wife works for the University of Southern Mississippi. She works out of our house here in Cleveland. We're originally from the greater Jackson area. So I'm from Brandon, Mississippi. I graduated from Brandon High School in 2000. I actually attended Jackson Prep for 2 years, but I graduated at Brandon and then made my way to Delta State University in 2000. I received a tennis scholarship, so that's what brought me to the Delta. So now I'm 21 years here in the Mississippi Delta, where I've had an opportunity to see my career, in my opinion, flourish through the background that was set through me signing up for Rush in 2000. IFC. So as you all know, IFC, and I have my notes to the side, if you kind of see me, my eyes kind of move in that direction. It provides interfraternal leadership to the entire community. So that's kind of the focus point of the IFC, where leaders from all the Greek organizations come together and have a council to discuss and help move IFC forward on college campuses. So it's very, very crucial, very important, and it gets you a chance to network with people outside of your Greek life, primary organization. The Rush experience was great for me. I arrived in 2000. I had a lot of anticipation. My mother and my father was involved in a Greek organization, and so my plans was to test the waters, see how I, enjoyed the Rush experience, and if it worked out, to sign a bid and join an organization, which it did. The funny thing about that is my father was a legacy for one fraternity. He did not attend Delta State, but my mind was really looking towards one organization because of being a legacy. But when I got to campus, I found my way through the Rush experience, and I actually decided to join a different organization, which is fun for me and my father today as we talk about and joke about him in one group and mine in the another group. So it's helped me develop lifelong bonds with my friends, co-workers. I started off my career at Delta State in 2005, where I worked in the admissions office. Shortly after that, I moved into alumni relations, where I was the director of alumni affairs for Delta State for about 12 years. Then I moved into full-time fundraising at Delta State, where I served in that role for about 9 months. And then I had an opportunity to come to Guarantee Bank and Trust Company, where now I work as the vice president and relationship banker and primarily focus on commercial lending. So my career has really, really flourished through me developing relationships. And in alumni relations, that's all you do every day, is engage people to try to promote them to come back to campus. You get to know them, you get to know their experiences that they had while at college, whether it was in their athletics, academic, certain organizations. So Greek life has always been just very important to me. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to go real quickly through 6 points that I feel is very impactful, and I think that you can benefit from or write down, go back and research for yourself if you're trying to make a decision to get involved with a Greek organization, or if you're currently within a Greek organization and you're trying to find your way. So the number one thing is Greek life is an investment in your future. It really is. And today you see mostly when you turn on the news, you see negative things towards Greek organizations. And for those that that may not have been involved or have family members that involved, that's what their mindset is on. And it is totally the opposite opportunity for you to develop and network. So networking skills is my number one point here today for my first point. It provides you a foot in the door. And what I mean by that is when you get involved with the Greek organization, whether you have a small fraternity or a larger fraternity, let's just say the average Greek organization on the campus of the University of Mississippi could be 400 to 500 members. That's 400 to 500 students that are going into different academic fields, different majors, different things that they're involved in outside the fraternity, that you already have a foot in the door with these people when they go out and start their career, because you have a common bond of that time and that student experience with them. Yes, some relationships are better than others, but you'll always have that opportunity to network or find that foot in the door to then for you to step up the plate and seal the deal for that opportunity in your job. Philanthropy. Every organization always focuses on a philanthropy of service projects where they can give back, and this creates selflessness that basically can help with humility down the road for you as you grow into your career, because you were involved in philanthropy at a young age. Muscular dystrophy, MDA, was our philanthropy when I was involved in an IFC organization at Delta State. Social and leadership skills. When you're involved in fraternity, you can take advantage of that as much as you want to. You can get involved immediately in committees. You can chair a committee. It could be intramurals. It could be event planning. You may work your way up to where you're an elected officer, where, if you're the treasurer of your fraternity, you're basically the CFO of your fraternity. If you're the president, you're a CEO, and you're responsible for that business. You are running a business that has 300, 400 members underneath you, and it's basically you're the leader. And with a strong leadership and your involvement, you can see the fraternity grow and flourish. You earn responsibilities that impact others, and what I mean by that is managing a full-time job after graduation. So you're given responsibilities when you're involved in a fraternity. Time management really helps you as you get involved with the fraternity with your time management skills while you're in college, managing whether it may be athletics, your fraternity, your academics, and other things that the community may involve you in as a college student on the campus. Teamwork, it's extremely important. Point 5 here. When you're involved in a Greek organization, you're developing teamwork skills that are only going to follow you when you get into your first job opportunity, no matter what your role is with that organization. If you can't work with people and have empathy, and I'm going to say that again, and have empathy for how people think differently, you're going to struggle. You have to listen. It's okay to disagree, but you have to have empathy and work with other people to advance your career, and it's very important with your teamwork. Legacies. It's really interesting that the legacies with the organization, the alumni base that touches in so many ways outside your Greek organization. I think I read an article not too long ago that 9 million people right now in the U.S. They're a member of a Greek organization. And your Greek life doesn't stop after you graduate from college. There's opportunities to get involved with the alumni organizations that helps and gets you with another generation of that fraternity that may have experienced a different time at your university, but they're still part of your organization. So now I'm in banking here at Cleveland, Mississippi. My boss was in my fraternity here at Delta State University. He also played tennis at Delta State University. My wife worked for the University of Southern Mississippi. Her boss was involved in the same sorority, but just a different academic institution at University of Southern Mississippi. And then my wife was here at Delta State. Different time periods, but they had that same common bond. And I'm not saying that that's the reason we're in our positions, but it's given us a foot in the door. It's developed trust and a common bond there to help us get to the plate, to sell ourselves, to help better our careers, which impact our families. So in closing, I hope I've given you a few things today. I hadn't been too boring. I know this is kind of odd in my office. My cell phone's sitting right there as I videotape myself, so I'm right at 10 minutes. I hope I hadn't gone too long, Tara, but Dr. Dunn. But I really appreciate you asking me to do this today. If you want to connect with me, I'd love to get to know you or who may have seen this video in your class. You can find me on Twitter at jfarris, that's JFARRIS _GB, Guarantee Bank. that's the reason for the GB. Also, look me up on LinkedIn, connect with me on LinkedIn, send me a message. My email is jeffrey.farris, that's JEFFREY.Farris, FARRIS @gbtonline.com. Shoot me an email. Tell me that you're involved in Dr. Dunn's class. Let me know what organization you're involved in, or if you're interested in joining one and you just have questions. There's a lot of things out there that you can ask and talk with, and sometimes talking with someone one-on-one and not just watching a video can help guide you to the next steps. So thank you for your time and your attention. I wish every one of you the best. Thank you again, Dr. Dunn, for involving me, and everyone have a good rest of your week.